Hi, good morning, and welcome to Inside South Florida. I'm Dave Azer. Today, looking to take your business from good to great? Well, you may need a smartphone app. We'll tell you how to get that done. Plus, a new local gym that combines high-intensity workouts with high-energy music. It's like working out at a party. And finally, this is National Blood Clot Awareness Month, so we're going to tell you all you need to know about blood clots and how you can prevent them. Those stories and more coming up as Inside South Florida starts now. You've heard the expression, there's an app for that. Well, now your business, your band, your brand can all have a smartphone app. Here's Michael Richmond of local company appspar.com to break down the ABCs of apps. Mike, good to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And by the way, before we get into all this, I'm incredibly jealous because you had a chance to meet Joe Namath yesterday, one of my heroes.
Yeah, it was definitely an exciting time. What a great guy.
Yeah, very cool. All right, well, I can't compete with that, but I'll do my best. So appspar.com, what a cool way for people to build apps. Tell us about it.
Well, AppSpar is a do-it-yourself tool that is special for two reasons. One, it's absolutely free to the consumer. And two, you can literally build an app with no technical knowledge. We actually filmed our first television commercial where my wife's 13-year-old cousin built an app on camera, A to Z, with no difficulties.
Okay, and what kinds of people need to be building apps?
You know, everybody that's looking for a presence on the smartphone. So, you know, the app market today is what websites were 10 years ago. You know, you don't know necessarily why you need one, but you know that you need to have one. And it gives you real estate on your target audience's cell phone. So, you know, we've seen everybody from bands to politicians to restaurants to NPOs build an app quickly and with great success. So,
you know, some of our viewers now are probably watching this thinking, I need to do this. So give me some practical examples. Like you mentioned a band, and immediately I thought, why would a band need an app? Is it just to release their record, you know, their new songs, or what?
Some of the functionality we've seen on the apps for bands have been everything from incorporating photos, videos, full display of your social networks, your Facebook, your Twitter, displaying tracks. We actually added an e-commerce feature so you can buy tracks that have not yet been released through the phone. Things like calendars, so when tour dates are going to be occurring. You can create forms, you know, ask the band a question, that type of thing. So it's interesting, we came up with this idea with certain modules, we'll call them in mind, but our users have kind of spiraled that out of control and came up with so many new ideas given the tools that we've placed before them.
And what about a restaurant?
Restaurant, I mean, that's actually why we started AppSpar. We thought there's 1 million+ restaurants in the US, how many of them could possibly use an app? You know, your menu on there, you know, ways to get in touch with you. You can actually order directly through the app and have an order come into somebody's email address. You know, you think about in Manhattan where you need a competitive advantage with thousands of restaurants around you. You know, 11:30, the most important decision, what are we doing for lunch? Right to the smartphone, see the app of your favorite restaurant, place an order.
Yeah. All right, so you said it's easy. A 13-year-old can do it.
Correct.
So someone goes to appspar.com and take me through the process.
Well, I should also say, not only is it so easy a 13-year-old can do it, it's so easy a 70-year-old can do it. Because when you sign up, you have to provide your date of birth, and we've seen, again, everybody from 13 to 70+. So that's just as important nowadays. You go and you create an account, or we found it was extremely important to be able to log in through your Twitter or Facebook. You know, people nowadays have that single sign-in type thing. So you're going to go and create an account, confirm your account, and then it's as simple as choosing the type of app that you want. You know, we've created predetermined types, whether you're, again, a church, a synagogue, a restaurant, a sports team, a professor, any of those. So if any of those fit the build, you know, you kind of select one of those. If not, you can build your own custom one. And we've kind of qualified the types of pages you might want. So if you're a band, we're going to have that e-commerce page. We're going to have that photos, that videos, etc. If there's something that you want that we haven't kind of thought of in advance, you simply hit add more and give you kind of the full gamut of options. And then from there, it's just uploading your content, you know.
And you have app coaches online on standby if somebody does have a question.
We do. We have a fully staffed customer service department, although we like to call them app coaches. So, you know, we found that people are going through the process. Hey, how do I resize my image to upload it? Or, hey, you know, what is the approval process time like? That type of thing. So simply submit an email, and our guys will get back to you usually within 24 hours.
From a business perspective, I'm sure I'm fascinated. I'm sure tons of our viewers are fascinated as well. What gave you the idea for this? And I would imagine there's other people that have jumped into this field as well.
Sure. The idea came because we used to sell custom applications for $50,000 to $100,000, which it was great money for us, but we realized it left a huge barrier to entry into the app market. You know, your general deli on the corner who could certainly benefit from having an app doesn't have that type of money, or somebody doesn't know how to do it technically themselves. Or if they have the type of money, they may not want to invest it because they don't know the type of ROI. So we realized there was a huge need for some sort of do-it-yourself type tool for free. And that's really why we came up with the idea. There's literally 10 to 15 million small to medium-sized businesses that need an app that can now do it through appsbar.com.
And let me ask you this, so the building of it, the creating of it is easy. What about the upkeep? Easy as well? Like if you're a restaurant and you want to put in daily specials?
So easy. You simply go into your AppsBar account, add a new item to your menu, delete an item, update the price, update the picture, fully functional admin panel where you can constantly change content on the fly, and that's the beauty of it, because if I have your app and you happen to change the menu, I'm going to see it directly on my phone. All the information is pulled dynamically from the servers.
Yeah, what a great idea, and it's an idea that in your estimation is just going to get bigger and bigger, right?
Absolutely. As I mentioned, if you look on iTunes and Google+, there might be 1.5 million total applications. Just from small to medium-sized businesses alone, that leaves about 10 million people that don't have an app that could need one, that are going to create one way or another. So why not through AppsBar?
Right. And you think investors in fact have been kind of coming at you, right?
We've been pretty fortunate. A lot of people have expressed interest just because of that fact, where the app market is kind of in its infancy stages, so they feel that we're just on the cusp of something big that's going to explode. So, and they feel AppsBar. We actually just got voted Best New Tech Company of the Year in, I think it was end of 2012 out in San Francisco, Best New Tech Product of the Year. So people are recognizing AppsBar, and people are kind of wanting to get involved.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Because you don't think of South Florida as sort of like the hotbed of technical greatness.
Not at all.
But have you found that is there a lot of this kind of stuff here in South Florida, or is this usually like Silicon Valley stuff?
This is definitely Silicon Valley first. Soho, New York second. Primarily South Florida, there's a lot of database type stuff, which is where our roots is as far as database marketing. But we were kind of fortunate to spring up down to South Florida and have been really the only ones down here.
How big is your company?
I have about 50 people that work for us, and that ranges from, again, your app coaches to your engineers to your UI developers, which is, fancy way of saying the front end, what you actually see.
Right.
Database people on the back end that are pulling information. It's, a lot of high salary people.
Right, I was going to say, how technically savvy are you, or do you kind of just stay away from that?
I was smart enough to hire the right people.
Right.
I know enough to be dangerous.
Looks good. Keep doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's the future of the company, do you think?
It's kind of not to be cliche, but if you saw the Facebook movie, we've got something cool going on right now. We know eventually, if we build it, we're going to find some sort of strategy down the road. It's 100% free, so there's no monetizing going on. Who knows if that will change in the future, but we're kind of just taking things slow and letting it grow organically.
And really, like you said earlier, there's a million reasons to have your own app.
Exactly.
Promote your business, promote yourself, promote your product. In this day and age with all of the social media and all of the explosion of Twitter and stuff, you are your best public relations expert, right? You got to promote yourself.
Sure. If you think about it, going to a website is great, but you have to be prompted to go to that website. Nowadays, we call our cell phone our first screen. It's the first thing that you're looking at, right? So why not occupy a space on somebody's home screen on their phone?
Yeah.
First to mind, I call it.
Okay, so last thing, if people want to do this, how do they do it? Where do they go?
Go to appsbar.com, sign up, it's free. Create an account or log in through Facebook or Twitter and enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride. It's APPS, 2 Ps, right?
Correct.
Okay. Listen, great idea. Best of luck, continued success, and we'll have you back on the show.
Awesome, I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Say hi to Joe Namath for me, would you?
Will do.
Thanks, Michael. AppsBar has 300,000 users, and they're growing. All right, when we come back, a new gym that combines working out with great music. Get your party on while getting pumped. It's coming up, so keep it here.